Hi, my name is Byron Dellis. Today I will answer my inquiry question. Why did Christopher Columbus venture to the Americas? But firstly, I need to get a few words that you might not understand out of the way. The Americas. The Americas are now known as North America and South America. Now let's ask a question. Who is Christopher Columbus? Christopher Columbus is an Italian-born navigator who was a citizen of the Republic of Genoa. In his early days, he was a pirate who attacked enemy ships but later progressed into being a navigator for many voyages. He is known for establishing a link between Europeans and the Americas. Columbus has and also made his men recount a lot of his voyages by writing in journals. In these journals, they tell us of the events. As evident, historians remark that Columbus was born in 1451 and passed away on the 20th of May, 1506. Overall, we see that Columbus is an Italian-born navigator whom traveled the seas. Alas, he established a connection between the Europeans and the Americas, but I shall explain Columbus's events in more detail. Christopher Columbus established a link between the Americas and the Europeans, but he did so by accident. Columbus was to start a voyage to Asia by going an alternate route and securing many riches along the way. With this goal in mind, Columbus set voyage with his 3 ships. He then went and reached several islands and believed to think that he was in Asia. These islands weren't actually a part of Asia, but were actually the Americas, and Columbus is renowned for establishing the European civilization there. During 1492, many people recorded that Columbus reached the islands. Also, during that period, Columbus sailed back to Spain to inform the officials of his findings, and finally reached his destination in March 5th of 1493. Columbus never learned that what he had discovered was indeed not Asia. After all, we see Columbus established a civilization between Europeans and America. We could also see that Columbus never learned of how his discovery was false, but how did Columbus ever get such a large amount of people to migrate the Americas and create a civilization? Columbus informed the officials of his deed and was sent back with several thousand men. Columbus ventured through many areas for his request. This request was for him to venture to Asia by going a faster and safer route. To be accepted, but many deemed it stupendous, but then the rulers of Spain said yes to this proposal. By doing that, the rulers of Spain gave Columbus 3 ships and several dozen men to find riches along their journey to Asia. After that, Columbus lands on an island with one of these ships, the Santa Maria breaking. On this island, thinking he was in Asia, he and his men built a structure out of the Santa Maria. Columbus then went and traveled back to Spain and informed the officials of his findings. 1493, 23rd of December, a second voyage commences with 16 ships and 1,500 men, whom were all to start a civilization in the island which was thought to be in Asia, but was instead an island of the Americas. In the end, we see that Columbus discovered this island and had his men build a structure out of the Santa Maria. When he finished this job, he sailed back to Spain to inform the officials of his fantastic findings. The officials then sent a whole population of humans out to this island, forming a European establishment around Asia, or so he thought, but it was actually the Americas. In conclusion, we see that Columbus is an Italian-born navigator who traveled the seas. Alas, he established a connection between the Europeans and the Americas. We also see that Columbus only ventured to the Americas because of the intention of trying to reach Asia by going on an alternate route. This route led him to the Americas, and he believed it was Asia, so he came back to Spain and informed people that it started a civilization. So began the civilization there. Now, goodbye, because this is right at the end, and thanks for listening and thanks for watching.